Alrighty, hello. So the purpose of this video is going to explain to you our Cell City project for this unit. You will be doing a larger project that will be more points than just a general assignment for this unit. And this project is what we're calling the Cell City project. What you're going to be doing is creating a city that represents your cell. You can create some other analogy if you want as well, and I'll show you some examples of those. Just some general requirements of this assignment. You need to include each of the organelles in your cell city. So you have to have a mitochondria. You must have a nucleus, a Golgi, a smooth ER, a rough ER. All 10 of the organelles that are listed in your note sheet must also be included in this cell city analogy. I think I'll actually list them here on this rubric so that you can see them more clear, so that you know that they're there. You can either hand draw this on a poster, or you can make this digitally, being an online learner. And you are going to submit it directly to Canvas. It's going to be due towards the end of the unit. It will be due the day before the test. Okay. In addition to just turning this in, you will be making a Flipgrid to explain your overall presentation and your overall city as well, which I'll elaborate on that in the Canvas breakdown of this assignment. The most important part of this assignment is this accompanying description sheet. So if you make a city and you have the nucleus represent the school, you need to explain why does the nucleus represent the school. And don't just say the nucleus is the school because it's important. Connect it to the function of the nucleus. So you're going to say the function of a school is to help kids learn and to create a higher level thinking. The function of a nucleus is where all of the information in DNA is stored. You can compare a school and a nucleus because they both hold information and distribute the information to the rest of the students or rest of the cells. Okay, so don't just say why you chose it. You need to connect it to the actual analogy and connect it to the actual thing that you're describing it to be. Okay, you can see you have a rubric here. It needs to be organized. You need to put time and effort into this. Make sure you're using color. Make sure all organelles are represented, and your analogy, again, must make sense. Okay? I'm going to make myself bigger here so I can show you a couple examples from last year. So this first example, this student didn't make a city. They made a cell phone, and so each of the different apps represented different parts of their organelle. Another student made this is an example of a city. As you can see, it's very well detailed. It has all of the parts labeled on here, which I would support that you do as well. So notice that he has a little power plant, and his power plant represents his chloroplast. So make sure when you're drawing things, you label them directly on your picture as well. And this last student made a factory. And they labeled each part of their factory as different numbers, and those different numbers represent the different organelles that they're representing. And then notice on the back of their poster, they listed why they chose those specific pieces of the factory to represent the different organelles. If you have questions on this, please reach out. Otherwise, you are provided the rubric. Again, this is going to be due the day before the final test. Thank you.